everyone, am I audible?
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Whether slides are coming or not?
Yes, sir.
Is it coming?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in yesterday's class, last class, I have already discussed about how to calculate the feed requirement. Okay. So this good feeding also, this is coming under one of the principle of animal welfare. Okay. So good feeding. Yesterday we have discussed how to calculate the feed requirement. Okay, in terms of dry roughage, then green roughage, and concentrate. Okay. Now today we'll discuss about the colostrum feeding. Okay. So this colostrum also coming under the good feeding. Okay. So first of all, we'll know what is colostrum. Okay. Then what is the difference between colostrum with the normal milk? Okay. Then why it is important? Okay. Why colostrum is important for the calf? Okay. Especially for the calf. Okay. Then how much amount we need to feed? How much amount we need to feed the cow? Okay. Then comes to the quality. Okay, the quality of the colostrum. Okay, the quality of the colostrum which we are giving or offering to the calf, whether it is good or medium, or the quality is not that much up to the level. So how to assess all this thing? So one by one I will be explaining. Okay. Then what are the different factors affect the transfer of immunoglobulin? Okay, so what is immunoglobulin? That thing also I will be explaining. Then the different factors affect the level of immunoglobulin in the colostrum, and this one, and at last how to preserve the colostrum for future feeding. Okay, future feeding. So suppose if excess amount of colostrum is there, then whether we can preserve it or not. So that thing, all this thing we will be discussing. Okay. So let me start with from the very beginning. First is what is colostrum. Okay. So colostrum is nothing but the first milk. Okay. Getting from the mother. Okay. So that is called colostrum, and for dairy cattle it is up to 3 days. Okay. So you remember up to 3. Okay, the range is 3 to 5 days, but the average is 3 to 4 days. Okay, so during this period after calving, up to first 3 to 4 days, the milk which is coming from the udder of the mother, it is called colostrum. Okay, now how it is different from the normal milk? Okay, so anyone from you can tell all these things, how it is different from the normal milk? Somadev. Amanmina. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, colostrum is rich in certain immunoglobulins like IgA, and it is yellow colored fluid.
Okay, then
Sir, it provides immunity, passive immunity to the newborn.
okay, to the newborn. Okay, so anyone else can add this some more point? why it is important means what is the difference between colostrum and the normal milk. So this is the repetition only. Okay, so I think I have already explained in theory class during the offline period. Okay, so now while as I am discussing the good feeding, that's why I am repeating it again. Okay, the colostrum feeding also it is coming under good feeding. Okay, so the difference between colostrum with the normal milk, it is, you see, this first column, it is the colostrum. Okay, and this is the whole milk. Okay, transition milk no need, this is the whole milk. Okay, that's the last column. Okay, on the right side, this is the whole milk. Whole milk means the normal milk. Okay, so you see the different components like total solid, then fat, protein, then antibodies. Okay, antibodies are nothing but the immunoglobulins. Okay, don't get confused. Antibody and immunoglobulins are same. Okay, both are protein, so it is called antibodies, sometimes immunoglobulins. Okay, then lactose is the milk sugar. Okay, glucose like lactose. Okay, lactose is a milk sugar, then different minerals, then vitamin A. Okay, so out of this different this one almost twice than the normal milk. Okay, normal milk 12.5 and in colostrum it is 23.9 or you can say 24%. Okay, you see the fat percentage also, it is almost double. You see the protein. Okay, protein, you see in case of normal milk it is only 3.1%. Okay, or in a round figure it is 3%, but in case of colostrum it is 14%. Okay, almost 4 times. Okay, then antibodies. Okay, you see the antibodies in case of normal milk almost negligible amount. Okay, almost 0.09 means you can say there is no antibody present in the normal milk. Okay, but in case of colostrum you see it is 6%. Okay, 6% immunoglobulins used to present in the milk. Okay, lactose it is less, minerals it is more, then again vitamin A, you see the amount of vitamin A, it is almost 10 times. Okay, 10 times more than the normal milk. Okay, so that is the difference between colostrum and the normal milk. You see this picture, you see the color. Okay, this is white color, whitish color, it is the normal milk, and this yellowish color one, this is the colostrum. Why it is yellowish color? Because of more amount of vitamin A. Okay, as well as immunoglobulins, or you can say antibodies, minerals. Okay, which makes the milk more thick as well as yellowish in color. Okay, so this is the difference by appearance. Okay, in normal milk it looks whitish in color, but colostrum little bit yellowish in color. Okay, and the consistency also it will be thick. Okay, because of the more amount of solid. Okay, because of more amount of solid it will be more thick. Okay, now next point is how much amount we should why colostrum is important, then it will come how much amount. Okay, now next point is, you see, why is colostrum important. Okay, as I already explained, the colostrum contains immunoglobulins or antibodies. Okay, so these immunoglobulins, the major immunoglobulins present in the colostrum is IgG. Okay, G for what to say, G for Goswami. Okay, Somadev Goswami, G for Goswami. Okay, that IgG. So this IgG is the major antibody present in the colostrum, not IgA. Okay, IgA also present, it is there, but IgG is the major. Okay, the highest amount of antibody is IgG. Okay, don't get confused. So this immunoglobulins or the antibodies, it used to transfer from the colostrum to the calf. Okay, after ingestion. Okay, after ingestion from the intestine, the antibodies will be absorbed from the intestine to the calf body system. Okay, so it will give passive immunity. Okay, why it is called passive immunity and what is active immunity? So if anyone is interested, you can go through. Okay, what is passive immunity and what is active immunity? Okay, so active immunity is vaccination. Okay, so by vaccination it will develop active immunity in your body. Okay, and colostrum, it is already developed antibody we are taking. Okay, we are means the calf. Okay, that's why it is called passive immunity. Okay, so the colostrum is very, very important for the calf. Okay, so after birth or at the time of birth, they do not have much immunity in their body. Okay, so that's why they need colostrum, which is which contains more amount of antibody and which provides the passive immunity to the calf, okay, for the initial days, okay, to fight against the different pathogens. So that's why colostrum feeding is very, very important to the calf, okay. Now, next question comes, how much amount you will offer to the calf, okay. So how much amount you will feed? And how you will decide how much liter of colostrum should be fed to the calf? How you will decide? Sapna?
Sir, 1/10 of body weight.
Okay, that is 1/10 of the calf's body weight. Okay, suppose if the birth weight of the calf is 30 kg, that means you need to offer 1/10 of their body weight, means 3 liter of colostrum in a day. Okay, not at a time, in a whole day. Okay, so you can offer 2 liter in the morning time, 1 liter in the afternoon time. Okay, like this way you need to divide it into 2 parts. Okay, so that is 1/10 of their body weight. So that 1/10 is the minimum. Okay, minimum one. Okay, that is not the maximum one. Maximum you can go up to 1/15 or 1/20 of their body weight also, but 1/10 is the minimum. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, 1/10 is the minimum amount which should provide to the calf. Okay, at least this much amount should be fed to the calf. Okay, so 1/10 of their body weight. Now, next comes to the timing. Okay, within how much time you need to feed the calf this amount of colostrum, means 1/10 of the body of colostrum. Within how much time you need to feed them? So within how much time you need to feed them for better absorption? Anyone from you? Okay, 12 hours. Okay, 12 hours also very good. Anyone else? Within how much time you need to feed the colostrum after calving?
Sir,
Whether within 6 days, or whether within 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Means what should be the time limit? What is the time limit?
Sir, first dose 15 to 30 minutes, then second dose up to 10 to 12 hours.
Okay, so you see this picture is showing the feeding of colostrum to the calf. Okay, so the timing is very, very important. Okay, the timing is very, very important. Why it is important? You see, I'll be explaining with the curve. Okay, you see the curve. Okay, so you see this curve. In the y-axis, it is showing the percentage of immunoglobulin, that is IgG absorption. Okay, absorption means in the calf body. Okay, absorption in the calf body from the intestine, and this is the age. Okay, calf age. Okay, means age of the calf in hours. Okay, it is in hours. So you see this one is 0 hour, this is 3 hour, this is 6 hour, 12, 18, 24 hour. Okay, so you see the maximum amount of immunoglobulin are absorbed within first 6 hours. Okay, so when it crosses, when the age is more than 6 hours, the absorption rate also gradually declines. Okay, and after 24 hours, means after 1 day, the immunoglobulins will not absorb from the intestine, okay, of the calf. That means if anyone is offering the colostrum after 1 day of the birth, that means the immunoglobulins will not be absorbed from the intestine and our purpose will not solved. Okay, our purpose means we are assuming colostrum. Why it is important? Because it contains more amount of antibodies or immunoglobulins which provides the passive immunity to the calf. Okay, but if one cannot offer the colostrum within first 2 hours or within first 6 hours, then what will happen? The absorption rate will reduce. Okay, and after 24 hours, no means it is almost 0. Okay, the immunoglobulins will not be absorbed from the calf intestine. Okay, so that's why one is your first one is your what is colostrum. You try to learn what is colostrum. Second one is what are the difference between colostrum with the normal milk. Then how much amount of colostrum you need to offer the calf. Okay, that is 1/10 of their body weight. That is the minimum one. Okay, then comes to the timing. Okay, so within within how much time you need to offer the colostrum to the calf. Okay, that is best is 2 hours. Okay, within 2 hours, if you can offer the colostrum, that is the best one. Okay, but one can go up to 6 hours also. Means within 6 hours also, if one can provide, then also it is okay. But if it cross 24 hours, that means the immunoglobulin will not be absorbed from the intestine. As a result, what will happen? The passive immunity will not develop in the calf. Okay, so if the passive immunity is not there, that means the calf will suffer from certain diseases. Okay, maybe diarrhea. Okay, maybe other health related disorder. Okay, so that's why timing also it is very important. Now feeding. Okay, so these are the pictures showing the feeding of the colostrum to the calf. Okay, now this thing. Okay, I'll be explaining. See, this is the picture showing the colostrum. Okay, so you see the color and consistency. Okay, color is it is almost yellowish in color, and the consistency also it is more because of high amount of immunoglobulins as well as the total solid. Now you come to this point. So what are the different factors? Okay, what are the different factors affect the level of immunoglobulin in the colostrum? So first is the parity. Okay, the lactation number or parity of the mother. Okay, suppose if the mother is very young and if the mother is in first lactation, then the quality of the colostrum will be good. Okay, as compared to the old one. Okay, so lactation number or parity affects the quality of the colostrum. Okay, next is breed of the cow. Okay, suppose in case of Jersey, in case of Holstein, or in case of our indigenous one, Sahiwal, Gir, so it depends on the breed character also. Okay, so for indigenous cattle, the quality of colostrum, no doubt, it is better. Okay, than the exotic one. So you remember, first one is lactation number or parity. Okay, lactation number is first lactation, second lactation, third lactation. Okay, fourth lactation. So if the lactation number increases, the quality also decreases. Okay, there is a negative correlation. Okay, one is increasing, the other one is decreasing. Then the breed of the cow, like Holstein Friesian, then exotic and indigenous. So among these two, the indigenous one quality is much better than the exotic one. Okay, then the length of the non-lactating period. Okay, length of the non-lactating period is, what do you mean understand by this point? Length of the non-lactating period, what it is? Anyone?
It's a dry period.
Okay, somebody very good. Okay, that is dry period. Okay, so dry period means after lactation, there is a dry period for 60 days. Okay, 60 days dry period is very important. Okay, why it is important? Now you try to correlate. Okay, so during the dry period, the colostrum used to synthesized. Okay, so if the period of dry period is less than 60 days, then the quality of the colostrum also it will reduce. Okay, so minimum standard dry period, that's why it is 60 days. Okay, if it is 60 days, then in the next lactation, the quality of colostrum also it will increase. Okay, so that's why minimum dry period also should be there. Okay, at least 60 days dry period. Okay, then next is month of calving. These are the certain factor. Okay, month of calving also sometimes it affects the quality of the colostrum. Okay, suppose if the calving happens in summer, or if the calving happens in the winter, or if the calving happens during the rainy season, this factor also affects the quality of the colostrum. Okay, so these are the certain factor you remember. Okay, these are the certain factor which affects the quality of the colostrum. Okay, so major important one is lactation, then breed, then the dry period. Third one is dry period. Okay, so dry period at least 60 days. Okay, it should be at least for 60 days. Then the quality of the colostrum also in the next lactation it will be good one. Okay, so coming to this point again, what are the different factors affect the transfer of immunoglobulin? Okay, so that one I already explained. What are the different factors which affects the transfer of immunoglobulin from the colostrum to the calf body? Okay, so what are the factors? You see the quality of the colostrum. First one is the quality of the colostrum. Okay, if the quality of the colostrum is not good, then quality of the colostrum is not good means if the immunoglobulin's amount is less, then the transfer of immunoglobulin also definitely it will be less, isn't it? If the quality is good, that means quality good means it contains more amount of immunoglobulin. That means the transfer also it will be more. Okay. Then second point is the calf ability to absorb immunoglobulin. Okay. The calf's ability to absorb the immunoglobulin. So in bracket you see that is mostly affected by the length of the time from birth to first fed. Okay, that is about the timing. Okay, that one I already explained nicely. So calf ability means if you are offering within first 2 hours, then the absorption will be maximum. If it crosses 6 hours, then gradually it will decline, and if it crosses 24 hours or 1 day, then there will be no absorption of immunoglobulin from the colostrum, okay, from the intestine. And the last one is the volume of colostrum ingested. Okay, the volume of colostrum ingested means at least one should provide 1/10 of the calf body weight. Okay, if the body weight of the calf is 25 kg, that means 2.5 liter of colostrum is required to feed the calf. Okay, if the body weight of the animal is 3 kg, that 30 kg, that means you need to offer 3 kg of colostrum in a whole day. Okay, don't get confused, not at a time, in a whole day. So next, coming to the salient points. Okay, so these are the 4 cues of the colostrum feeding. Okay, so you remember, first one is the quality of the colostrum, second one is the quantity of the colostrum, and quickly. Okay, you need to feed the calf as soon as possible after calving. Okay, then quietly. Okay, quietly means you should not cause unnecessary stress to the calf. Okay, if while feeding the colostrum to the calf, if the calf is under stress, okay, if the calf is panic, okay, then what will happen? The absorption rate of the immunoglobulin, it will reduce. Okay, so these are the 4 cues of the colostrum feeding. You please remember, one is the quality. So how to assess the quality? So this quality measures on the basis of the immunoglobulin, and mostly IgG is the major immunoglobulin present in the milk. Okay, then quality maintain, we need to maintain the good hygienic condition also. Okay, means while collecting the colostrum from the udder, one should remove it hygienically. Okay, means before milking you need to wash the udder, then only you should milk the cow. Okay, then coming to the quantity, the quantity it is 1/10 of their body weight. Okay, you should provide at least 1/10 of the calf's body weight quickly. That is already explained. Okay, 2 hours is the best. Within 6 hours, then if course process 24 hours, then there will be no absorption of immunoglobulin from the stomach. And the stress free. Okay, while feeding, one should not cause any unnecessary stress to the calf. Okay, these are the feeding method. Okay, you see this is the stomach tube, how the colostrum is offering to the calf. Okay, so one is bottle feeding. So this is, you see, this is the colostrum is offering from the bottle. Okay, one is bottle feeding, stomach tube feeding, other one is from the bucket. Okay, bucket means or pail. Okay, PAIL, piala. Okay, pail. So which one is best? Whether this one bottle feeding or bucket feeding? Anyone? I have explained with you or not this justification?
Bottle feeding.
Bottle feeding. Okay, very good. So he said, can you tell me why this bottle feeding is important?
So there will be more secretion of saliva, sir.
Saliva.
So their natural, so natural positions are there.
No, in anatomy, whether you have studied this ruminoreticular group or esophageal group or not, how it forms the esophageal group or ruminoreticular group, whether this ruminoreticular group used to present in case of calf or in case of adult one. Somadip, what is ruminoreticular group or esophageal group? What is the role of the esophageal group?
So the group present between rumen and reticulum.
Rumen and reticulum. Okay, very good. When it forms and how it forms, Somadip?
Sir, I am not sure, sir, about
Okay.
this.
So let me explain, okay, how it forms, okay. So when the calf is drinking milk, okay, or suckling the milk from the mother by head up posture, okay, this is head up, okay, head up posture like this, then what will happen? The ruminoreticular groove will be closed, okay. So if it is closed, then what will happen? The milk from the mouth, it will go directly into the abomasum, okay. But when the calf is drinking the milk by head down, okay, like this from the, this is suppose this is the bucket or pail, okay. If the calf is drinking like this by head down posture, then there will be a formation of ruminoreticular groove, okay. So if ruminoreticular groove is there, that means the milk will go first in the rumen, then reticulum, and finally in the abomasum, okay. So as you know, this abomasum is the true stomach, okay, in case of ruminant, okay. Ruminant species, they are having 4 stomach, okay, rumen, reticulum, omasum, abomasum, okay. This abomasum is the true stomach, okay. True means it secretes different enzymes for digestion, okay. Like for human being also, we are having abomasum only, okay. So this abomasum is the true stomach. Why it is called true stomach? Because it secretes the enzyme required for digestion of the feed, okay. But in rumen and all, there is no enzymatic secretion, okay. In rumen, certain bacteria is there, okay, which cause the fermentation, okay. There is no enzyme. Only in the abomasum only enzyme used to secrete. So that's why it is called true stomach. Now, when the calf is feeding the milk by head up posture or suckling from the udder, then the milk will directly goes to the abomasum, okay. So if it goes directly to the abomasum, that means the absorption will be higher, okay. But if it enters to the rumen first, then omasum, reticulum, then omasum, and finally abomasum. So in that way, there will be loss of milk, okay. And absorption will, as a result, absorption rate also it will be less, okay. So that's why while feeding the calf, okay, one should offer the milk from the bottle, okay. Bottle means head up, okay. They will suckle like they are suckling from their mother's teeth, okay. So they will suckle like this. That means their head will be up posture, and the milk will directly goes into the abomasum. So absorption will be first, and growth rate also it will be more. So more important is growth rate, okay. So this is the instrument, final one, okay. This is last for today's one. So this is the instrument. It is called Briggs refractometer or colostrometer, okay. By using colostrometer also, the quality of the colostrum can be assessed, okay. So no need to remember for now. If you can remember, then it is well and good, but for your first year BBSc, this question will not come, okay. But if you can remember, then well and good, okay. So this is Briggs refractometer or colostrometer, okay. So this is the equipment by which the quality of the colostrum is assessed, okay. So you see, this is the Briggs refractometer. So this is very simple. So a drop of colostrum you need to put in the slide, okay. This is the slide, okay. In the slide you need to put a drop of colostrum, okay, like this. This is the slide, 1 drop of colostrum. Then you see, these are the procedure, okay, how to see the amount of immunoglobulin present in the colostrum. So you see, this is the view, okay. So you see this view, this is the view. So it is showing 22% solid, okay. The value is greater than 20% represent high quality of colostrum, okay. So there are some marking is there, okay, like the normal scale, okay. So based on the that measurement, one can decide whether the quality of the colostrum is whether good or medium or poor, okay. So this thing you please remember, okay, very good quality or poor quality colostrum, okay. So this is about the good colostrum feeding management, okay. So you please remember the definition of colostrum. These are the certain points. Then what is the difference between colostrum with the normal milk then why colostrum is important? Okay, why colostrum is important? Why one should offer the colostrum to the calf? Then how much amount? When to feed? Okay, these are the certain points you need to remember. Okay, so this is for today's class. Okay, so whether there is any query regarding this class? Somadip. Somadip, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? Whatever discussed in today's class?
Yes.
Okay, anyone is agree? Sapna.
Sir, how colostrum should be preserved?
Preserved. Okay, preserved means in the normal freezer only. Okay, you see this is the picture showing the preservation of the colostrum. Okay, so this is the how to preserve the colostrum. Okay, so in the normal you see colostrum can be stored at 4 degrees centigrade for 2 days. Okay, and if you want to preserve for a longer period, then you need to go for deep freezer. Okay, deep freezer means for this one. Okay, in which the temperature goes below -50. Okay, like this. Okay, so if anybody wants to preserve the colostrum to feed to use the future purpose, then one can preserve for this one either in 4 degree for 2 days or -50 degree for a longer period of time. Okay, so whenever you are taking out the colostrum from the freeze, you need to thaw. This is called thawing. Okay, thawing means again you need to heat the colostrum. Okay, so why heating is important? Because when the colostrum or milk leaves the udder, at that time the temperature of the milk, it is around 39 degree. Okay, because the milk is coming out from inside the cow's body. Okay, so inside temperature is 39 degree. The temperature of the milk also it is 39 degree. Okay, 38.5 or 39 degree. Okay, so that much temperature is required when you are offering to the calf. Okay, so if it is below 39, then what will happen? The calf will not drink the milk. Okay, so if it is more than 40, then also calf will not drink the milk. Okay, so the temperature of the milk, it should be same with the milk when it leaves the udder. Okay, that is important. Okay, any more query?
No, sir.
Sarmista, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now whether you will be able to write in your exam or not, why colostrum is important, how much amount to feed, when to feed, all these question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anyone having any doubt regarding your assignment? Okay, regarding your assignment. So that assignment 10 mark. Okay, so that will be directly I will add in your practical for your practical exam. Okay, so you please do it nicely. Okay, so if there is any query, you are free to ask. Okay, you can ask your senior also. Senior knows very well. Okay, they have done nicely. Okay, in last year they have done very nicely. And I am very much impressed with your senior batch. Okay, they have done it very nicely. Okay, each and everyone. Okay, and they knows all the things nicely. You can ask them also. Tamal.
Sir, I have a question regarding assignment, sir.
Okay.
Sir, how, sir, the second batch is 180 days for milk days?
Okay, so that means you have not attended the class very nicely. Okay, so that day I have explained very nicely. Okay, how this 180 days is coming. Okay, so we have assumed this 10 number or 20 number of cows as per your assumption. Okay, if you want to start a dairy farm with 20 number of cattle, then we have assumed first batch will purchase in the month of January, okay, and the half means rest animal will purchase in the month of August, okay. Because why we assume like this? Because we are assuming, this is all assumption only, okay. We have assumed like this, we will not get all the animal, all the good animal at a time from the market, okay. So that's why we have assumed like this, we will be purchasing in a 2 batch, okay. 5 animal in the month of January and 5 animal in the month of August, okay. So for first batch, you will get the milk for whole year, okay. Isn't it? The full lactation you will get. But for the second batch, you will get only for 6 months, isn't it? August to December, that is only 6 months. 6 months is 180 days, okay.
But sir, August to December is 5 months.
No, it is not like this. Then July to August, like this, okay. August, September, October, November, December. 5 months, 6 months, okay. You just take it like this, okay. Means July to this one. Maybe some mistake may be there, okay. So we are assuming only, okay. Okay, if it is 5 months, then you can calculate it. You can do it 150 days also, no problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
these are the things we are assuming. Okay, there is no guidelines for that one, because this project is based on the based on the this one. Okay, present scenario. Okay, suppose the price of the animal in Northeast it is 50,000, but the same animal it is costing 1 lakh rupees in Delhi or in Haryana or Rajasthan. Okay, so it depends. Okay, so this project also it depends based on the assumption only. So if it is 5 months, then you can do it 150 days also, no problem. Huh? Yeah, you are true. This August to this one is 5 months. Then you do it from July to December or August to December, 5 months. Huh?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any more queries? Any more queries? If it is not there, then I will stop here. Okay. So today I will take the attendance. Okay. So some student they already left. Okay. He said Tamal can left. Aman Mina, Sarmista, Sapna, Somadi. These are the very common person. Okay. So I know you very well. You are attending regularly. So Sangi, how are you?
Sir, I'm fine.
Okay. Where are you now?
I'm in COVID care center.
Okay. So what about your health? Is it improving?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so all of you, we are hoping, okay, you will be recovered soon, okay. And after, okay, you take care yourself, okay. Hania, Hisa, Asa, then Lalpek, Kame, okay. What about others? Aman Mina, Gomne, Eniam Sangu, Eniam Anisha, are you there? Anisha? Erentila, okay, Asma Banu, Atul Kumar, Dipriya, Zimik, okay, Dipriya, Delight, Diga, Rimjim, Ivan, Mariana, Yogita. Joshua. Joshua?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are present. And then Vanlal Kamai, Vanlal Kavita, Lal Veksang is there, okay. Trengi, Lal Trengi, then Lomsanga. Lomsanga?
Yes, sir.
Lomsanga?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your senior also, one Lomsanga is there, no? 4th year,
Yes,
I think.
Yes, sir. 3rd year.
3rd year, okay. Lomsanga Ralte. So his name also Lomsanga Ralte or what?
No, I know only Lomsanga.
Only Lomsanga, okay. I was confused. Actually, Lomsanga, na? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Majan is there, Nivedita. Nivedita, how are you? Nicha.
Yes, sir.
Nivedita, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Fine. Okay, so whether you have done or not this assignment?
Sir, I have completed in half. Today.
Half, okay. You do it nicely, but you do it yourself, okay? So don't refer the senior's copy or like this. So you do it yourself. This will be very much helpful, okay?
Yes,
So Waimang, Ranna, Lalpui, Induanga. Then Ruben, more, okay. Maui, Sakib, Sarkar, Sanjay, Saptarna, Sarmista, Sevika, Sal. So some few people are regularly, they are not attending the class, okay? So you please tell them to attend the class, okay? Otherwise they will be not allowed to sit in the third assessment, okay? Third assessment exam. So this time we are little bit more strict, okay? So because regularly your attendance is in between for 50 to 60. That means all the
Sir, how can we check our attendance online?
It is there, okay. So it is automatically generated every day, okay. So that logic I will not share with you how we are taking. We are having all your attendance, okay. So what I can say, this Girish and all VCI person, they did not turn up today, okay. Shekhar, then Girish, then that Jadukara, what his name? Rakesh Kumar, Nishan Sharma is present. Rakesh. Then, so you please tell them, okay. So without attending class, they will not be able to appear in the third assessment exam, okay. Okay, so they will be asking to me only to prepare that this one attendance list. I will not allow them to sit the exam, okay. Saptarna also be careful, huh? Okay, then should I stop here? You please tell them, huh? Say Girish and all, okay. So it seems only they are not attending and they are not communicating also. If there is any problem, they should communicate to me, okay. Okay then, thank you so much for attending this class. You have taken so much pain for attending the classes in the morning time. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Ishal. Man.